The bull run has officially started. This is a crazy time, guys. As you can see, Bitcoin is almost at its all-time high. Right now it's sitting at $67,000. You can see Ethereum is pumping like crazy. Things like even BNB is pumping. Solana is obviously pumping. If you go down the list, you can see that Dogecoin, Shiba Inu have both risen over 3x, 4x in the past couple of weeks. And yeah, we're fully in the bull run. But you might be wondering right now, why are your coins not pumping? Why are my altcoins actually dropping? Because if you go down the list, you can see a lot of these kind of mid-cap coins, like something like Kaspa has actually dropped the past 7 days. Something like VeChain, something like Mantle. A lot of these coins have actually started dropping. Right now, what we're seeing is we're seeing crypto pump in waves, and this is something that's been happening cycle after cycle after cycle. And this is something that, especially for a new investor, if you're listening to this, you need to understand and you need to stay composed during this time. You need to realize that not all cryptos pump at the same time. There's going to be cryptocurrencies that pump at certain intervals, and right now what's pumping is going to be your large caps and your meme coins. So what do I mean by that? Well, as you can see from the crypto bubbles, you can see that things in the Bitcoin ecosystem are pumping. Both of these are pumping. You can see that kind of older, larger cap coins like XLM, things like Cardano over here, they're pumping very hard. You can see, of course, meme coins recently have been pumping, Shiba, Bonk, Pepe, Doge being the leaders of this meme coin pump. And overall, you can see that a lot of these other coins like Kaspa, Arbitrum, Stacks, Beam, these are just some of the ones in bullish one. You have FET over here. These are all actually dropping right now. And what's happening is liquidity is piling into Bitcoin, into these meme coins, into these kind of older, kind of almost dinosaur, larger cap coins. And liquidity is being sucked away from these newer, very hype coins that were previously outperforming these older coins. So this is probably the most important concept you need to understand, especially for new investors. If you're listening, money flow in crypto, you first go from fiat, from currency, into Bitcoin, which is what's happening right now, and into larger caps, which is also what's happening right now. I'd say we're probably around this mark right now. We're in kind of this zone, and eventually you are going to see your mid caps and your low caps. And I would add a caveat to that. I would also add newer cryptos that were launched within the last couple of years, within probably the 2022 bear market. Those coins eventually are going to pump after Bitcoin and your large caps and the coins that have been around for the longest pump. As much as these larger caps and Bitcoin is pumping right now, we are still not in alt season yet. As you can see, alt season is typically the last phase of the bull run. And right now, I would say we've definitely gone past phase one, or we're in the midst of it. At the same time, we're also kind of in phase two and phase three at the same time. This bull run is a little bit of a combination of all of these three phases kind of coming in all at once. And you're seeing, obviously, Bitcoin has the most dominance right now, but you're also seeing Ethereum pump at the same time. You're also seeing large caps, some of them pump also at the same time. So we're kind of in unprecedented times, but the overall trajectory of the path to alt season is still the same. The concepts are the same. We are still not in full out alt season yet. We're actually nowhere near it. And right now, you're going to see certain phases of crypto pump at different times. So if you have a well-balanced portfolio, like this sample portfolio that I have right here, I actually showed this portfolio in a previous video of mine. This is just a sample portfolio, but you can see that if you balanced your portfolio correctly, you will still make gains in every single phase of the crypto cycle. So right now, we're experiencing large pumps in the large market cap coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. These have all started pumping a lot. But moving down, I'd say probably in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, you're going to see some of these medium market cap coins start pumping. Once Bitcoin maybe reaches 100K, once you start topping off, you're going to see these coins start pumping as well. And then moving down into the small market caps, you're going to see eventually these coins start pumping like crazy. Of course, these small market caps could also pump much earlier. They don't have to pump at the very latest stage of the bull run, but as more money flows out of large caps, out of medium caps, you're going to see money flow into smaller market cap coins. And that's where this whole psychology of cash flow in crypto comes into play. This is very important to understand. So if you hold a lot of these small caps right now, let's say you're 90% into small caps, 5% into medium caps, 5% into large caps, you may be tempted to move all of your money from the small cap into the large caps, but I advise you not to do so. You do not want to chase pumps in cryptocurrency. That is probably the last thing you want to do. You're going to get stuck holding maybe a large Solana bag. When Solana already hits $200, $300, you're going to want to impulsively buy into that, sell maybe your Arcblock, and next thing you know, a couple of weeks later, you're going to see Arcblock pump 200%, and you're going to be like, damn, I should have just held on to my small market cap coins. This happens every single cycle. I see tons and tons of people doing this, so please do not do this. Do not sell your small market cap coins for large market cap coins, especially after the large caps have already pumped a lot. Now, with that being said, you definitely do want to have good, fundamentally sound small market cap and medium market cap coins. You do not want to hold something that is going to rug you or has really bad tokenomics and fundamentals. And in my channel, I cover a lot of these medium to small market cap coins that you should definitely hold. I've done my research on them, and you should also do your research as well. Do not just trust my opinion because I said so. You should do your research. But I do cover a lot of these coins on my channel, so if you are interested in picking up some of these coins, please subscribe and follow my channel. Now, going into the most important kind of concept of cryptocurrency and of the altcoin bull run, you have to remember to stay composed. This is the most important kind of psychological factor in crypto and in trading as well. This applies to stocks, this applies to any asset you're investing in, and especially with crypto, it's all about emotions. It's all about who can handle their emotions the best. You can see that right now, I would say we're probably in this range, the hope to optimism range, which kind of just shows that how early we still are in the grand scheme of things. But we do see that we're going to have periods of upswings followed by downswings. That's just typical of this time. And you have to realize that once we eventually get into this euphoria phase right here, which I predict it's going to be either late 2024 or early to mid 2025, you're going to see all of your altcoins basically quadruple in price, even more, maybe 10x, 20x in price. And it's at this point where you're going to see a lot of this, right? You're going to see people, shouting, okay, it's going to go higher. Everything's going to go to the moon. This bull run is different. Nothing's going to drop. We're actually going to keep going higher from this mark. This is the super cycle of super cycles. You're going to hear a lot of that, especially from YouTubers. And you're also going to see, your local barber. They're going to be asking you about, did you buy Bitcoin? Did you buy Ethereum? Did you buy this random meme coin that's 100x'd in the past 10 days? You're going to hear a lot of that. You're going to hear about your grandma talking about Bitcoin. That is kind of your sign to sell. I would hope that after seeing all of these signs, you're going to think to yourself, man, maybe it's a pretty good time to sell. Now, if you don't sell, which a lot of people did not sell in the last bull run, you're going to eventually hit this period of massive depression and anxiety because you did not sell in the bull run and you missed out on a lot of gains, and you potentially could have lost a lot of money as well. So make sure, guys, to sell when euphoria is at its highest. The secret to kind of timing the market is actually going to be reliant on Bitcoin dominance. If you can see from this chart right here, you do see that Bitcoin dominance right now is at around 54%. And typically, when Bitcoin dominance reaches 65 to 75%, that's actually when altcoin season begins, because people will start selling their Bitcoin once the dominance reaches that 65 to 75%, and that's actually when your altcoins are going to 10x, 20x, 30x in price. And I predict that because of kind of diminishing returns, we might not hit Bitcoin dominance, the Bitcoin dominance of 2021, which was sitting over here. I feel like we're actually going to have a lower Bitcoin dominance because of the amount of altcoins coming into the market, and it's a lot more competition. So Bitcoin dominance may actually fall from 2021, but I still predict we're going to see around that 60 to 70% Bitcoin dominance range. And this green area is just kind of my prediction of where Bitcoin dominance will eventually play out. Anywhere in this area is where Bitcoin dominance is going to top off, and that's when altcoin season will begin, and that's when you're going to see a lot of those rips come into play. So that's kind of the main message, guys. Be patient. If your crypto hasn't pumped yet, do not sell it and chase that 100x meme coin that has just pumped. Be patient, and your time will come for your coins. As long as you're holding fundamentally sound coins that are in a hype narrative, that have good technology, that have a good team, and have good tokenomics, you're going to be fine, okay? Just because your coins aren't pumping right now doesn't mean that they're not going to pump massively in the future. So be patient. That's it for the video today, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.